All right, how about that weather today? It was just fantastic. Clear skies out there right now. Clouds will be on the increase into the overnight hours. Those clouds are going to continue thickening up, all part of some changes that included this guy right here, this pesky cold front. Boy, it's going to be a problem for us this week. It's going to cause some changes and inevitably some more changes. Let's dive right into it. That front's going to get hung up in the Ozarks, and the reason it's going to get hung up instead of just passing on through like they always do, this one's really shallow. The cool air that it's bringing is really shallow to the surface, and so that elevation is going to try to hang it up just a bit. Now, some of the latest data coming in tonight suggests maybe it's going to push a little bit closer to I-40, perhaps even further south than what we thought an hour or two ago. And I think that trend is just symbolic of how tricky of a forecast this is going to be for us. This is tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. We've got some 40s at the north of the front, but south of it, we're going to be in those mid-50s. So certainly a tale of two different areas going into tomorrow. Now, that's going to stall out. It's going to keep a chance of a few spotty showers, maybe some drizzle in tomorrow's forecast. Better chances of rain late tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. I'll show you futurecast in a moment, but what I want you to notice here is by late tomorrow night, that stationary front tries to nudge its way back off towards the north, which would technically make it a warm front. And you'll notice by Wednesday, we're back in those 60s across most of the area by lunchtime, and we'll probably find ourselves in those mid to upper 60s before the day's over with, Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. Now, it'd be nice just to let that thing kick it in reverse, move up towards the north, not be a problem for us much longer, but it's not going to be that easy. It's going to hang out. It's going to be meandering around the area probably through the end of the week, which is going to keep very low chances of spotty showers in the forecast, maybe some drizzle, and it's going to keep our temperature forecast in flux, meaning, some parts of the area may be notably cooler, while 15, 20 miles down the road, it's notably warmer. That's how much contrast this front's going to cause for us. This is Futurecast, 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. We've got a few spotty showers out there, really light. Most of it's probably dry and overcast, but later tomorrow evening, starting to see a few more of those grow in coverage. A lot more green on your screen there, right? This is 7 a.m. Wednesday morning. Some of us heading out to work might need those windshield wipers. Kids might need the rain gear out there. Not necessarily an entire washout but Wednesday, but certainly going to be a bit more on the overcast side of things. I want to fast forward to Saturday night. This is going to be 10 p.m. Look at this cold air. It just starts crashing into the area, and by the time you're walking out to church Sunday morning, feels like temperatures or wind chill values, low 20s, northwest Arkansas, mid 30s across the river valley. This is winter returning in a big way. So are we going to get any wintry precipitation? It certainly appears that the pattern would support it. We're talking 7 to 10 days away from now, so I can't give you details in terms of amounts, locations, or even precise timing. But what I can tell you is looking anywhere between 11th and 15th, this is an experimental product that the Climate Prediction Center is sharing with us, and it's outlining a large majority of the area for a slight risk of some snow. I'll tell you, I think, and you'll see here on my 10-day forecast, right now, the guidance suggests maybe the next Tuesday, the 11th, would be the day we could see some of that wintry precipitation mix in. Now, let's be honest with ourselves. When it comes to weather, 7 to 10 days out, it's fantasy land. It's a far away. Lots of things can change. Lots of things probably are going to change, but what we can see at this point is the overall pattern supports it. And when I say pattern, what does it actually mean? It means the cold air is going to be in place. All we need at that point is just a little bit of moisture. Certainly looks like the jet stream could swing us, a few disturbances giving us some moisture. That's in the future. In the meantime, we're dealing with fake spring, false spring, faux spring, whatever we want to call it. It'll be a little bit cooler out there tomorrow. You might want the long sleeves. By Wednesday, Thursday, we're probably back in the 70s, although I got to tell you, there's a lot of uncertainty with this temperature forecast because it really just depends where does that front stall out. And 10, 15 miles is going to make a huge difference for a lot of folks. It's going to be like calling your friend up in another state. And really, it's just your neighbor down the street is dealing with warmer temperatures.
See how weird that looks?
Oh, I know. It's wild. It's, the weather whiplash this season has been very real.
You.
Man, there's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs. We broke records today, records that have been on the books since 1962. Oh. Darren remembers.
Yes.
I was waiting for that.
There we go. There you go. I made the age joke last week.
So what if I do remember that?
Anything good come from it? Do you remember anything good back then?
It was just hot.
You're our history buff.
There you go. There you go.
He is the 5 News Vault.
Oh my gosh.